Hey guys, it's Babs with Listen to Your Inner You. My website is listentoyourinneryou.com and you can email me on there. I also have a schedule up for email coaching. I do still do one-on-one coaching with video, Skype, but email me about it if you need one. Anyway, today's subject is thoughts again. Thoughts create emotions, right? And thoughts already exist. And sometimes we have opposing thoughts. So this is very specific. And everyone does this. Amy and I talked about this years ago, and it just recently came up again. Because we always do things, and there's so many techniques in manifesting. Sometimes we forget some of them, and this is one I sometimes forget, but it's such a useful one because it's actually about limiting thoughts. Not beliefs, but limiting stories and thoughts. So it's nothing complicated like turning a core belief around or an older belief. So this one, you can turn around stories and thoughts often within a week. I don't want to give it a timeline, but within a week, 10 days sometimes. Doesn't mean that they push her out that quickly. I want you to get away from, it's going to push out then for sure. You don't know this because that means you just have attachment. But you could go, and this is also something Amy taught me, so thank you, Amy. I wonder when it will push out. I wonder if it will push out. Because then it's kind of that expectation, but then you go, I don't need it to push out. I don't need this to happen. I don't need this to manifest. I don't need this subject. So stay away from getting attached. Expectations, as long as you're expecting something, it's usually attachment or not being in the space of knowing you have it already. And expectations are okay as long as you stay detached. But it's also easier to just drop expectations because then you actually feel pretty good. Expectations often don't make us feel very good. Anyway, thoughts. I'm trying to explain this very clearly and easily. So, I'm on Bumble for friends. I was trying to find more female friends to go on hikes with. Not right now because, I can't do anything exciting for a while after the surgery. And yes, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. But I met this great girl. We had a super short date. It was 45 minutes because I had to skedaddle. I was meeting up with my man. And I felt really bad. And we had such an amazing time. And we hit it off. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's going to be my new best friend, right? But I had to let the neighborhood kids pass because they were kind of loud. And I didn't think you'd enjoy that. Anyway, so I met up with her. She was awesome. We hit it off. And then I had a bunch of those original thoughts. And I thought, this and thought that. I don't remember what the thoughts were. And then, because she had been really quiet. And then she started texting me again. And then she got really quiet again. So I just realized recently that I thought something that didn't align with what I thought she thought. So this is about what you think and what the other person thinks. But since we create everyone's thoughts, or my thoughts push into everyone out, is the better way to say it. So what I think is what they think, and they tend to make it about them. For example, if I say I miss that guy, then he thinks I miss that woman, right? So that's what I mean by they make it personal. But so I thought this woman and I could be best friends. We hit it off. We had an amazing connection. I would love to be friends with her. And then I just caught, a couple weeks later, I caught what I thought she thought. So when nothing is happening with your affirmations, go back to, okay, what do I think about this person, right? I thought we had an amazing connection. I thought we liked each other a lot. I thought that I probably was rude cutting it off, and she probably thought it was rude, so I forgave myself for that. Because if I think I was rude, then she thought I was rude. And then I realized, I think she doesn't want to be friends with me. Boom! So our thoughts have to align with their thoughts, which they usually do, because their thoughts are our thoughts. Our thoughts push out into other people, right? What I think, they think. That is 100% a sure thing. There's no variation. It always is true. What I think, they think. But if I think that they think something different from what I think, I hope you're following, then that's where the not meeting of alignment is. That's an opposing thought, right? So if I think, hey, we had a great connection, I want to be friends with her, but I think she thinks she doesn't want to be friends, we're not on the same level. But since she thinks what I think, all I have to do is, oh my God, hey, I had that thought. Thank you, Amy, for reminding me of this. This is one of the first things I learned from her years and years ago. So you want to realize, I thought that. I was the creator of that thought. I just thought that she doesn't want to be friends, but really, she does want to be friends. So you want to realize that you created that thought, and then you turn it around because you make it about you. Everyone as you push out is about you and no one else. It is always about you. About me. What I think, they think. What I think, they think. What I think, they think. Therefore, I want to figure out, what do I think they think? You can just ask yourself and you'll answer yourself, because that's a really easy little exercise. So I sat down, okay, I think all these things about this great woman, and then I thought, what do I think she thinks? And poof, like I thought she doesn't want to be friends. Because then the sentence also starts with me, right? I make it about me. The subject always has to be you first. And then you'll get amazing results with affirmations and everything. You make it about you. The more it is about you, the better results I have gotten, and my clients have gotten, and everyone else has gotten. As long as we make it about the other person, you're pushing them away. That is very common. When we make it about us, everything is drawn to us, because everything is us. Therefore, we should make it about us. So I thought, okay, she thought she doesn't want to be friends, but bam, I think I want to be friends. Therefore, I think she wants to be friends. And you know what? That's how you turn around that story. I think she does want to be friends. Boom. I did that with another YouTuber that I wanted to do a collab with. If you see a collab with me sometime this year, then it worked with that story. But I thought, I want to do a collab with her, and it would be so much fun to do a collab with her because, you know, we're both awesome. You're awesome too. And then I sat down, I'm like, okay, what do I think? I think I want to do a collab with her. What does she think? I think she doesn't want to do a collab with me. Well, boom, there's that story. There's me and there's her. So I gave her a different thought than I had. But all I have to realize is I put my thoughts in them. My thoughts push out through them. What I think, they think. It's all one thought. There's not two thoughts unless you make it two thoughts, which I did. And that happens all the time in manifesting because we're human and we do that. And sometimes we make it about the other person. But if I think it, they think it. So check where you're at, what you think about the subject or the person, and then check what you think the person thinks about you and the situation. That is the goal. Think about what you think about the person and the subject and the goal, and then you check what you think they think. I hope this is very clear because I know there's a lot of thinking in there. But that's how you align those two. And then we should, parentheses, expectations, right? You want it, you don't need it. We should or could see results. I like the word could better because that kind of stays away from, it should manifest. Well, I don't know that. I want it, I don't need it. It could manifest. It could not manifest. Who knows? But that's going back to, you already have everything. So as long as you have that thought and you cleared that thought, you got rid of some resistance because those opposing thoughts, what you think they thought, that's an opposing thought. That's resistance. You get rid of the resistance and boom, you feel better. And isn't that more important than getting what you want in the 3D? Because you already have it inside. That applies to thoughts too. If you then corrected those thoughts, what you think and what you think they think about you or the situation, then you're aligned and you feel good because being aligned with something feels really good. And then eventually it could possibly, most likely, push out if nothing else is in the way, right? So that is how you adjust thoughts. What do you think about the subject or the person and the subject or the situation? And what do you think they think about you and the situation? You have to align them. They have to be the same thought. Otherwise, you're making it two thoughts. You want it to be one thought because your thoughts are their thoughts. At all times, 100% of the time, there's no exception. Keep it at that. Keep it cool. Bye.